Country Girl here, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys actually some of my fall favorites. Now, some of these are essential oils, and the rest of them are just little things here and there. I love fall. Fall is one of my favorite times of the year, and I want to share with you some of my favorite things. I'm going to go ahead and start with the oils because, you know, that's what I talk about the most, right? So this right here, let me grab that oil, is by far my favorite. If you guys watch my videos, you know, Christmas spirit. I know it says Christmas spirit, but I wish you guys could smell it. It does smell like Christmas, but it also smells like fall with like the cinnamon and oh my gosh, it's so delicious. So this is by far one of my favorite oils, and I do diffuse it year round, but it definitely puts you in that fall spirit, and I diffuse it daily, pretty much all day long from now through Christmas, through January, whatever. Let's get real. Now, the other one I really enjoy for fall is Thieves mixed with orange. Now, I diffuse these because I really enjoy the smell of these two mixed together. However, Thieves is also great with colds and flus coming up to help support your immune system. So it's a win-win for us. And here's a little tip or a little idea on what you can do to see if you like the smell before you put the oils in your diffuser. Just remove the cap from both of the bottles and then kind of smell across. It gives you an idea of what it's going to smell like. In this case, Thieves is a lot stronger than orange, where when you put it in your diffuser, you can kind of, you know, change up how much you put of each one in there to see which one you like best. I generally will put 2-3 drops of Thieves and put about 5 drops of orange because it's not as strong to give me kind of that orange clove cinnamon smell. Now, cinnamon bark is also amazing, and you can mix that straight with orange. Another great way is cloves and cinnamon bark and orange. It smells delicious. I also like to do cinnamon bark and cloves and nutmeg, and it kind of is like a pumpkin pie, like you're baking a pumpkin pie, but you're not. It smells incredible. And then sometimes I like to put a little bit of ginger in there. It's probably my least favorite of these oils as far as fall scents go, but you know, like I said, I mean, pretty much Christmas spirit's it, but then I'm like, I need a change. So, or the kids kind of have been feeling a little under the weather, or we have, and so I will go ahead and change up with some of these other combinations. So that is what I like as far as oils go. Now, the other thing is, because I don't burn candles anymore because of all the chemicals and stuff, I actually, you know, still enjoy the look of candles, and I think they set such a great spirit or mood. So what I love to do is I love to get these candles from Costco that are just the LED ones. And let me tell you, like when they are in here, it does look like a real candle going. One of my things is throughout the year, like a lot of times I'll leave the burlap on, but especially around fall, or burlap, the twine, I just go grab a little cheap $2, you know, thing of twine at Hobby Lobby. And if you go towards, they have twine all over Hobby Lobby. Let me tell you that for starters. There's certain spots, like for us, it's in the back section by like the leather and the weird kind of stuff back there. They have rolls of twine that are the cheapest that I found. Sometimes you can pay a little bit more because of where you find them and how big the roll is, but that to me is the cheapest one I found. I'm trying to say it's like $4.99. It's like 200 yards or something, and then I use my 40% off coupon. And then all I did was throw a little bit of brown rice on the bottom, and I just set my candle in there, and I love setting this on the table. I have some little vases with some sunflowers and other fall flowers and some little pumpkins and stuff on there as well. But this is such a great little way to give you that fall feeling, and like I said, to give the look of the candles but without the toxins and stuff. Instead, I go ahead and diffuse, and then I have these going, and it gives the all-around feel of fall. I actually picked this jar up at Hobby Lobby as well, and I think it was at the end of summer, and it was like only $2.40, and I was like, this is so beautiful. You can see like all the bubbles. It looks like an old jar, and it's just this really pretty blue color, and for $2.40, and then, you know, my little candle and some old rice, can't go wrong in my little burlap. So it's a great little thing. The other thing is, back to Young Living, Super C right now with kind of, you know, colds and stuff going on. These chewable Super Cs are great. I like the chewable because then myself and the kids can just take them at once rather than having 2 different bottles. I just buy the chewable for all of us. And when we're feeling a little under the weather, we'll pop a couple more of those in. Another great fall treat is the look at, I'm so fall, I'm saying Pure Pumpkin Complete. Pure Protein Complete. The Pure Protein Complete Vanilla Spice. If you throw a couple tablespoons of pureed pumpkin in there, whether it be stuff that you cooked up from the year before, which I love to do that. I love to steam and cook all mine up and freeze it. You can throw some of that in there, or if it's a can of pumpkin, Trader Joe's has great organic pumpkin that I really enjoy. And I throw that in there, and I like to throw a little bit extra of the pumpkin spice in there just to really kind of give it the pumpkin pie, you know, flavoring. But it is absolutely delicious. Throwing in a couple tablespoons of the pumpkin pie mix when I make my Pure Protein Complete with the vanilla spice. Delicious. So that is another awesome thing. Now, I love drinks. Like, I love to be sipping on drinks all day long. For me, it's great that, you know, with the essential oils and putting it in my water, because it helps me to drink water, because I would honestly choose other things to drink all day long, but with that it helps. So these things are all things that I like to drink during the fall season. Now this is the Pumpkin Spice Robies blend, and this is actually from Trader Joe's as well. This is delicious. Now some people like to mix it with a little bit of half and half, a little bit of honey or sugar. I love mixing it with a tiny dash of half and half, and with the agave nectar, and I think that is absolutely delicious and such a great warm way to warm up, you know, when it's cool out, and it has such an amazing flavor. So that is something that is one of my fall favorites. This is absolutely delicious, and by far I have been drinking these more than I should. This is the Tiazo Pumpkin Spice Latte, okay, the chai. This is absolutely incredible, and it is so easy to make. You can buy the actual tea bags and make it yourself, but this was $2.99 at Target, and it makes about 3 or 4 drinks. You mix this with equal parts of milk. Some people prefer it a little bit, you know, more this, less milk, more, you know, however you do it. We're pretty close to equal how we like it. I do like a tiny bit more milk than the Tiazo, so it does help it last a little longer. So we just go ahead and we warm up our milk. I have one of those little Aero latte spinner things, which I should have showed you guys. I'll show you one of the other favorites. And I use that, and I just blend up my milk so it's all frothy, and then heat up my Tiazo, add my Tiazo to it, and a little bit of whipped cream and a little bit of nutmeg on top, and it is absolutely delicious. Now, I know everybody loves those pumpkin spice, or not pumpkin, the pumpkin lattes from Starbucks when they come out. Everybody has to get their pumpkin lattes. I used to get them, and I don't remember, it was a couple years ago when I finished my cup and I saw all the orange on the bottom. I was like, I don't want these anymore. That orange color was just kind of scary to me. And I was just like, yeah, I don't think I need to eat those anymore. Or drink those anymore. They kind of grossed me out. And I have to say that this by far has taken its place and surpasses, I think, the pumpkin spice latte. It has been a couple of years, like I said, since I've had one, but I think this is 100 times better from what I remember them being. And like I said, it's healthy. It still has caffeine in it. Actually, chai tea is a black tea, and it has more caffeine than most coffee and espresso. So you can still get your pick-me-up and get your energy, or your little, like, you know, extra boost by doing the chai tea, and it's delicious. Now, maybe you don't want a boost of energy and you're looking to calm down for the night. Another one of my Trader Joe's favorites, their spiced cider. My daughter loves this. She drinks it cold, she drinks it hot, and we stock up. We usually end up buying, in January, we'll buy like 10, 12 of these to get us through pretty close to the next year when they come out again, because she absolutely loves them. I love them too. They're absolutely, like, when it comes to ciders, this is the closest thing to like fresh cider. I remember when I was younger, we had an apple orchard by our home, and we used to make our own homemade cider fresh from the apples, and it was absolutely amazing. Well, this is as close as I can find to that without going out and picking apples and making our own homemade cider. Another fun way to do it with the kids is sometimes we'll drizzle some of the caramel. We love the Ghirardelli caramel sauce, and we will drizzle that inside there and sweeten it up a little bit, but we try not to do it too often because it's already plenty delicious and sweet, and it's just going to add more to it. But the kids, every so often for a treat, will go ahead and sweeten it up with some caramel in there. So there you go. There are some of my fall favorites, my wonderful, you know, candle alternative, and all my great oils, all my fall essential oils that I love to diffuse, as well as we do wear thieves a lot during the fall season to help, you know, support that immune system, and as well as our Super C for the immune system. Protein Complete with a little scoop of pumpkin pie or pureed pumpkin in there, the Tiazo pumpkin spice tea, and the pumpkin spice robies, and of course the apple cider. So there you go. That's my fall favorites. And let me know what you guys like for your fall favorites. If there's a special drink out there that you guys love, I would love to hear about it. Like I said, I love to be sipping on stuff all day long. So if there's some special drink that you love, let me know. Or if there's maybe an essential oil combination that you like to diffuse during the fall, I would love to hear about it. So be sure to comment below and let me know some of your fall favorites. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed evening, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hey, Young Living Country Girl here, and I just want to thank you for watching our video and ask you to go ahead and subscribe below and follow us so that you guys don't miss a single video tip, as well as check us out on Facebook and at our blog. You can go ahead and follow our blog and Instagram and Twitter. All the links are going to be down below, so if you want to follow us and learn more about Young Living essential oils or are interested in trying them, please contact me. I would love to share more about them with you and help you start your oil journey with Young Living essential oils and Young Living Country Girl. Thank you for watching.